Hi, my name is Katie Castillo. My innovation project will be focusing on how do we help children that present as typical but are behaviorally challenged not fall through the cracks or behind. Within my project, I will be focusing on Los Angeles County. To understand why I've decided to do this project, it's good to also know about the community that I will be focusing on specifically, the special needs community. Within Los Angeles County, 12% of our population that are children have special needs. In Los Angeles County, we have 10.2 million people. It is multiple culturally diverse. We have 48% Hispanic, 27% white, 14% Asian, 8% African American, 2% American Indian or others. Now, there's no correlation between ethnicity and special needs. It affects everybody across all ethnicities. Within my interview that I did with Michael Castronovo, I learned that this is a really big problem, and the 12% that seems high that's presenting as a percentage seems kind of low to Michael Castronovo. He sees that this is something that affects so many children, and we also see all these children that do not have a diagnosis, that are not falling under this category, but still suffer with behavior difficulties and special needs. So after interviewing him, I was able to really come up with a great problem. Again, my problem is defined as how do we help children that present as typical but are behaviorally challenged not fall through the cracks or behind. Now, this also would apply to children with behavioral difficulties that do have special needs too. Seeing how it does affect such a high population of our special needs community and children, I think that this policy is incredibly important. I'm going to be solving this problem by introducing the solutions of parent sensitivity and education workshops, age-appropriate sensory toys, and ABA. But first, I also want to explain to you why we need this so badly. Most of our children that have behavioral difficulties as children grow up and they end up in homeless, in jail, mental illness, and the list can go on and on. When these children are given the opportunity to correct these behavior challenges and to thrive, they become even more successful adults. So I think that my solution is unique because I am providing something that is kind of being overlooked right now as a community and as a nation and as a population of the world. This is something that we are not addressing and kind of pushing to the side. And unfortunately, it's resulting in a really high prison rate, really high murder, and anything that you can think of that would be applicable to behaviorally challenged adults. It starts as a child. Who I am in this problem and solution is I'm a behavior therapist. This is something that I feel that we need within this community, and I feel that we're not getting. So by providing a parent sensitivity and education workshop, we can provide an education for parents and also provide a safe haven for them to have a community within themselves, be able to express their concerns, express opinions, express solutions that have worked for them. And these workshops can also provide materials for parents, resources, support, teach techniques to deal with various behaviors. I think that all of these workshops should be required at schools and should be offered for free that parents can attend. The second solution that I have are age-appropriate sensory toys. This is something that would be really helpful for children that may present as typical but then have those behavior difficulties. A lot of them don't have their sensory needs being met, so therefore we see a lot of children that cannot regulate their emotions. So if they can't learn to calm themselves down properly, then it will bleed into their academic performance and being removed from a classroom because they're getting upset. And by having age-appropriate sensory toys, this could be something like a cool squishy ball that looks like a football, might have an NFL team on it for a teenager, or a really cool necklace that's cute but can be chewed on if there is a sense of anxiety or something along those lines. The third solution that I have is that ABA should be applied for all children with behavioral difficulties. Applied behavioral analysis is essential training for parents and teachers who deal with students or children with behavioral difficulties. Right now, this is not a requirement for any professional or caregiver of those with special needs or behavior difficulties. It is becoming more popular in the field. It's the only evidence research-based approach and technique that is applied for children with any special needs or behavior difficulties. And ABA provides positive reinforcement for children, and it can really change the path for a child going one way to go a completely different other way. It provides structure and support to improve those unwanted behaviors. So again, going back, I feel that as a behavior therapist in this field, these solutions are so important to be able to help me as a professional and to be able to help me help a parent as someone with behavior difficulties and special needs. I have my personal professional purpose statement here. It says, I will provide a safe environment for a child to express themselves and grow as individuals. I will not turn any child away that may need my help and that I can help. This is really important to invest in these children. These children will grow up and be adults, and these adults will be the ones who will be running our society one day. I'm asking viewers to help provide a safe environment for children to learn in, as well as to help me fund these 3 things to get these ideas off the ground. Thank you so much.